Next shot does not connect there. Does try, didn't knock him all the way down. The player falls.
The fall damage down to 4. He's got 4 HP.
Oh,
catches Omer off guard.
The stink grenade, though, he needs to get out. Yes.
He's still in it. 3 builds left.
Going over the hill, though.
He's going to have to utilize other players' structure at this point, reloading those rockets. He's still sitting on 6 shots between the 2 of them.
Okay. It's not actually going over that hill. It's going to start going down. He actually needs to break a hole through so that he can continue his path down and get through cover. Yes, barely. 2 HP. Are you going to do this, Mongraal? No way. No way can you survive in this situation.
Jamming himself underneath the structure, he might actually, his head might have been poking through the floor. He's staying just ahead, just out of sight. Does the player see him?
Yes,
I don't think so. The drop in. Gets the shot off and gets the elimination. Mongraal literally putting on a clinic of why you need to pay attention to what's going on.
Everybody?
Are you kidding me?
Just fell.
Picks up 3 balls.
Launch pad. He's going to launch pad off. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? 13 eliminations. There's still 4 players left, including him. Add it down. No way. Are you doing this right now, Mongraal? No way. Top 3 situation now. Going to get the time for the minis. Still needs to find 2 more. Not sure who he's fighting. It's Alec on high ground and then Tfue. He actually, Mongraal, took down every single player that we talked about earlier in the lobby. And now reloading the double RPG as well. Tfue is going to go down in another one. Mongraal, are you kidding me? There is no way you just did that. All right, see you, Lupo.
I gotta go. I'm out. For real, are you kidding me right now? That's absolutely ridiculous. The awareness in the storm. Taking storm damage and picking up elimination after elimination. Got 3.
Now Symmetrical. Wow, the Boombo usage is just insane right now. I know Symmetrical has that glider redeploy as well. And it appears that the Symmetrical, actually, remember, he was in a shambles position, what we call it, when you don't have materials, you don't have the loadouts that last towards endgame, but now he's here when he got that impact elimination. Jay Cuddy, player that popped off at PAX West. We'll see what he's able to do. He's trying to get over this hill, just barely going to be able to manage with the materials, but nice shotgun shot, that's not going to be enough. Gotta get up now.
Look at the very bottom. Professor is hugging the very edge of the storm wall. He probably has no materials as Symmetrical's on the other side. He's got mats for days and keeping the high ground. Oh, okay, there he goes. You hate to see it, but now I like that we watched before, he boomboed the edge, and now he's hopping and setting the shot down. Let's just be sure it goes over the edge.
Yeah, and Jay Cuddy taking out T-Rose there, now it's a 1v1v1. Stink's coming in as well on this tiny circle. This is so difficult. He's going to force Jay Cuddy and Sauce into a fight, and he's going to come down right on top of him. Now Jay Cuddy's off the edge of the hill. This is probably going to go down further, so no worries here for Jay Cuddy in terms of staying in the zone, but Symmetrical, he's got way more builds. Jay Cuddy's just going to continue pressuring. He does have a few, so this is good for him. He's going to start shooting backwards. This is going to knock him out eventually, but remember, Symmetrical doesn't have
there it is.
Redeploy.
It should be coming down. Now
Oh,
the player's
he's got the shot. Yeah.
Oh my God! Point blank slit knock pistol.
Load way towards the edge of that zone, dropping another one down. No fall damage taken. A 110 pump of 72. Hip fire. How about some more? Look, I mean, look, Zexro knows one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
And that's just pushing everyone he sees. It's like he sees red in these late games. Looking to try to finish this game strong, already at 14 limbs, top 5, top 4.
Zexro, what are you doing?
I'm telling you, Zexro like only just sees an enemy as like you are in my lobby, you have to perish now.
Yeah, definitely. These players wronged him by being in the same lobby. He wants
your fault.
Revenge, and he gets it again.
220.
And another one. Wow. 1-on-1 now. It's Zexro up against the Guardy Party on high ground. Where is this going to go?
Zexro has a major health advantage.
Yeah, he does, but it's going over that hill, and that's going to definitely take his health advantage away. But it's actually 30 HP for Guardy Party. Let's see what happens here. The hill is going to be a problem for Zexro. What's his plan to get out of here? Maybe the medkit? No, he's going to go for the launch pad. Yes. Does he get in the zone? No, this player actually, he doesn't realize. Does not realize he lands on top of him, but the zone is going to end him.
Oh.
Wow.
So close. Guardy Party, is that actually 0 limbs?
Yes, I don't think you...
Zex throws it at like 15 and takes the L.
Oh, man.
Emote's very low HP at the moment.
And these zones are going to start to, go farther and farther and be smaller and smaller so that you can't actually get anything else off. But Melody getting another one on the hopes list, but loses a lot of HP there. He needs to start building up, get his own lair.
Yep. Now at 73 points. Made it into the top 8. Chance for more placement points here very soon if he can reach the top 5. Brilliant edit peak, the 198 to the dome. Melody back up to 150 HP. An absolutely winnable game for this player, I would assume, is on the top side of our leaderboards right now at this many points. Yeah. Cloakzy's still alive as well, and Clarity playing on the high ground with the most health left in the lobby.
Yeah, and this duel between Enigma and Cloak right now, very important, as actually Clarity's going to knock them right into each other. See if that goes to a head, but no, not just yet. Melody taking all of this bottom layer to himself so that he has the most opportunities to make edit plays.
Yep.
And not get edited on himself.
And we've seen a lot of players, their new strategy, well, their strategy in general is to drop down outside the zone and kind of fall back in to dodge those builds. Well, Melody knows that, putting a poison trap on the outside where a player can potentially hop on in. The baller now down. There goes Arkin. Melody looking for the mats, and remember, players in those ballers don't use many materials, so a chance for a lot of mats there, decides not worth it. That's FaZe. Cloak trying to waterfall down, gets cut down. Melody one-on-one. Clarity slowly dropping on down. Can Melody win from the low ground? It's one of the toughest things to do in late game Fortnite. Clarity still with a ton of builds. Beautiful shotgun shot, does get 2 bits of damage off onto Melody. Melody continuing just to hold this angle. Looks like Clarity's getting up close and personal, knowing that he's got the health advantage for the moment. Melody trying to pop a mini, not able to do it as this continues to just tick closer and closer. And now it should be an all-out fight between these two players. Melody trying to build on up. Clarity looking to just block out. The Sky does get hit hard, but Clarity with the high ground does win the game. It's the advantages of high ground showing to their truest form right there, Balla.
Yeah.
That's why we see the best of the best are not only placing high, they're also eliminating the rest of the lobby. As the vent throws everything for a little bit of a whirlwind, reset the lobby as people are forced to rotate over that. Bugget now diving down is going to opt to reset, but only 18 builds.
I like that he just goes in and just establishes himself. He does have the RPG to rely on. There's going to be 1 player, potentially 2 here in the fall. But just like you said, he only has 9 builds. He needs to find a player and eliminate them, secure those very vital materials.
Yep, and Flossin, you can go sit in a queue now that you've been eliminated there. Bugga saying bye-bye, dropping him from the high ground.
No builds.
7 players left, but as you said, is out of builds. Here's the fake rift. Doesn't quite confirm it. There's looking to drop this player, finds where it's connected. The player did have redeploy, late catch on himself, but it didn't matter. So Schoolboy threw the cone down, but was occupying it, so it didn't quite build him. Not going to protect him from that. As you see, Bugget taking advantage of the fact he has builds again to waterfall back down. Didn't want to be caught in that situation, Zeke.
That was the smoothest builds, and it's I think I've seen all day. Bugga just was like literally just levitating his way down. That's how fast everything just happened. But like you said, he's back down. Now look, he did have a great deal of builds. Now again, just down to 10, but he does have the snipe combo with that RPG, so he can potentially crack a wall if he needs to, fracture builds with that RPG. Now we are in top 4 right now, so this is going to be a very difficult situation. We see a nice shot come through, nothing to fall. Someone does crack back, but it doesn't matter. Juicy gets traded out, and now Bugga's down to 32 and RPG follow-up. Zin, though,
Cloakzy's the last player left. It's a 1v1 between Zin and Cloakzy right now. And Cloakzy, while all that was going on, opted to just take high ground and is walling Zin out. As we move up this slight grade, because Cloakzy owns all of these buildings, he just knows where this player is. Eventually, he'll be forced out into the storm. And you see him jumping out to the side, going up another layer. Zin trying to follow him. This is so good from Cloakzy. This is amazing. How to win a match? You don't always need to be the one fragging out. That level of execution was gross.
Medkit probably not going to go off. Paradox has to push forward. The Storm applying pressure right behind him.
Here are our final players. There is one all the way up top still. Cease trying to lay down the fire. 95 health in total. Now 145, now 195.
Come on.
As Cease doesn't miss once. 16 eliminations so far. 50 materials remaining, or at least builds remaining. A little bit better than 50 total materials. It's Blue Thunder on the high ground, Paradox on the low ground. Our healthiest player right now, Cease, well, just eliminated the one. 17 eliminations to this point. Blue Thunder dropping on down. Cease with 200 HP. Can he wind up finishing this monstrous performance, which would be an 18-point game if he gets this last to live?
18 eliminations, the 10 from placement. Looking
Sorry,
for the shot.
28-point
It's okay. It's okay. A lot of insanity here. Cease getting multiple tags. The rotation up, trying to gain the high ground here, vying for it, but the player all the way to the top. Blue Thunder 000 pops those minis, and probably the worst timing possible. You left the left side exposed, and Cease got the little peek shot.